Nice.
Why am I not surprised? You guys are live.
Oh,
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah, right now.
Put
every
it on
time.
me. Put it on me.
We need a 3, 2, 1 or
Put
something.
3, 2, 1. Is it on me?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Nontendo Podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about such topics as our Wrapped for all of the different consoles. Also, the Insomniac leaks, maybe, because not a lot of people are talking about it. And why we support charity fraud. That was on the
you reading
prompter.
the prompter?
That was on the prompter. Who put that there?
I knew it was
Who put that on that?
I'm starting the intro.
Hey, guys.
You can't joke about it. We're this close to being canceled.
Hey, guys. Welcome to the Nontendo Podcast.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, you gotta do the double if you want
You gotta do
the
two?
stuff to
It
happen.
messed it up. It literally did it, and it messed it up.
This
Turning
year,
off reactions.
it's been a year.
You know what? You know what sucks?
What?
It's been a great year for me. I actually feel very good about this year. It's been one of my favorites.
You messed it up. You literally messed it up.
How did my thumbs up
Are
mess
we-
it up?
No, you.
What happened? What's
I can
happening?
still hear you for what it's worth.
Okay.
What do they see?
Nothing. It just froze. Now you're back on.
It froze it?
It froze
Okay,
it
okay.
completely. I'm
No
turning them
more
off.
thumbs up.
I'm turning them off. That was insane.
We thumb? Oh, I could turn them off.
We gotta turn them off
I love
if it's
them.
gonna mess it up
I'll
that
turn
much.
Them back on. If it messes it up, it's your fault. Not mine.
Okay, it's on its last warning.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, no, this year's been fine.
Just fine.
It's been all right.
I really liked this year. I made a lot of personal growth. I made a lot of new friends. This show's been awesome. I liked it.
Okay.
For me.
It was fine. I had a fine year.
Okay.
Right now, we got all of the wrap-ups for all the different digital services. We got Xbox, we got PlayStation, we got friggin' what's that one? Oh yeah, Nintendo.
How many did you
And
go
Steam.
through with
All of them. I did
Okay.
all of them already on the other show that I do.
I'm wearing Santa.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
thought you'd appreciate that.
I do.
Can I do presents first?
Oh, sure.
So
This wasn't on the docket.
technically
It wasn't on the prompter before.
No, it was right before charity fraud. You skipped it. This is essentially the Christmas episode. Because it comes out before
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. So
You're
I
wearing a
was
Hanukkah
starting
sweater.
to give you guys presents before and then realized, what am I doing? We should do it on the episode. So most of these are actually from Kim. So I don't know if E saw this, but she makes peppermint bark every year and it looks like little melted snowmen.
Oh, I was like, do they have eyeballs?
Yeah, it's little melted snowmen, their little arms and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's for you.
I love that. And they're peppermint
That's for
bark.
me?
Yeah.
Or that's for
Yeah.
I love that.
It's for you and Erica.
He gave me one too.
And then
Oh, now I'm first.
I think this is for you, E. So Kim made ornaments for everyone. This is Kame House.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I love
Okay.
that. That's awesome.
So that's for you.
That's sick.
This is probably the one she went the most crazy on. So this is for Hannah.
Oh my god.
And I believe she bought
Oh, I know exactly what that
a
is.
piano and then she painted it and like, it's like the Taylor Swift
Yeah,
piano.
it's the Taylor Swift piano.
Yeah.
I saw that movie.
I know.
So I know the whole
You seemed
lore.
very excited for the
Yeah.
Taylor Swift piano.
That's cool.
and
Hannah's
then
watching, I think.
You guys already seen this because this is what I started giving you guys. But Kim got you this.
And I told you that this, I think, is a knockoff of an Escasso, which is the espresso machine that I
And
have.
she definitely knew that. And then this is for Erica. Can I talk about why?
Sure. Yeah.
Because she's a nurse.
No, she's not.
She's a doctor.
She is a doctor. She is a clinical pharmacist.
What do we know?
I don't
She
know.
is in the neuro ICU at a certain hospital.
Okay, I'll go.
Let's narrow it down
Well,
more and more.
I'm getting canceled for 2 things.
Yep.
And then Nontendo mugs.
Oh, yeah.
We finally have them
Yay.
in-house.
Here it is.
And I have coffee in mine. And I think that's it until
They came out pretty good. I'm happy with it.
next episode where I have another present for you.
Do you have
Yes.
Is there a third mug?
Yeah. Oh, there's 4 in total. All right, that's the presents.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I got you nothing.
No, that's
Until
fine.
until the next episode.
That's fine. Okay.
The next episode is our last episode together.
Yeah, this is the second to last episode.
Yeah. So people can stop asking. Stop being like,
Why is Bob still
yeah,
here?
why is Bob still here? I'm leaving. I promise I'm leaving.
I'm getting out of here.
It's just taking a while.
And if you haven't heard, I'm continuing the show.
Yeah.
So
So there you go. Keep
For why? I don't know.
Good question.
Yeah, good question. All right, who's going first?
Talking about our wrap up. Mm-hmm. I mean, I could start. What do you want to start with?
I mean, unless you want to start with our statements.
Hell no. What do you want to start with for the? We already did. We tweeted about that bullshit.
I know.
Go to our Twitters if you are asking dumb questions in the chat. We'll talk about it later, though. A little bit of probably.
If you run out of time.
If we have time, I have to go in the bonus. What do you want to start with? Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, or Steam?
Should we save Nintendo because it's the big one?
Sure.
The rest are like quick.
Okay.
I mean, let's get Xbox and PlayStation out the way because like, who cares?
My most played game on Xbox, you will never guess because it's not actually on Xbox. And it's something we played together.
Call of Duty?
Nope.
Oh.
Actually, that is on here. I don't know why.
Call of Duty?
Call of Duty?
Call of Duty shows up, but it doesn't say I played it at all. I don't know why it's there.
I'm trying to log back into everything like I said I
Okay.
would have to. So you just
It
let
is
them rip.
Naraka Blade Point.
Oh.
We played Naraka Blade Point.
Why is that on your Xbox?
I played it through Game Pass because to try it, I didn't want to download it on my Asus Ally. I didn't have a lot of room, so I just played it through streaming. So I just got stuck playing it through Game Pass because I streamed it one time.
What's your gamer score? When you sign into the inner review, it like
17,600.
I got 72,000. So I'm more Poggy's gamer.
Mine's a solid probably 4.
All of that was from the 360 era.
I was gonna say I think 16,000 is from the 360 era. Like
Yeah,
almost all
it's
of
all
it
360.
was Xbox 360.
Did your 360 account get migrated over? Did you
Yeah,
have to do that?
it's all the same account.
It didn't. Did it change your username?
No.
So on mine, it changed my username.
Because it was a racist username.
Yeah.
No, it's I didn't have.
It always senses like slurs.
Yeah, it was the
Carry
slurs
fraud.
in your name.
Anyway,
So 71 hours I
Yeah.
played my Xbox. What
Your
about you?
Xbox? 35.
Okay. I'm
Mine's gonna
surprised
be
mine's 71.
incredibly low for all of these.
I'm surprised mine's that high.
For Xbox, well, there was a big game that came out this year for Xbox.
Starfield?
Yeah.
I played it on PC.
It didn't even count on this at all? Did you play it through Steam?
No, I don't know.
No, you had to have played it through Game Pass.
I probably played it through Game Pass.
Yeah.
Then that's probably
It'll say it on there.
Okay,
When you
well,
scroll
I don't
down,
know.
it'll tell you what the most played
It says
game.
the most I played was in September, and I think that's when that game came out. So maybe.
yeah.
Oh, keep scrolling. It should say the top game. My top game was Naraka Blade Point. The second one was Starfield, and the third one
My
was
top
Hi-Fi
game was
Rush.
Starfield, yeah.
Yeah,
With
that
28 hours. I gave that game more of a chance than I
That's
thought I
not
did.
as much as I expected. Mine's only 11. I gave it 11.
You thought I'd played for more than 28?
Yeah. It's a long game.
Well, yeah, I didn't finish it. It was
Oh,
boring.
I thought you did.
No, it was boring, my guy. Oh, second, not surprising, is Lies of P.
Through Game Pass?
Yeah, because
Wow.
I had that on my Lenovo, and I played that for 16 hours.
How'd you get it through Game? It's part of Game Pass?
Yeah.
Or did you just?
It's on Game Pass.
Oh, that's cool.
It's free.
I should give it a try then.
And then Remnant 2 was my third most played, and I started that literally 2 weeks ago.
Oh my god.
So that shows how much Xbox I've played
Is
this
that
year.
good?
Yeah, I like the last one more
Okay.
so far.
How is it? How does it compare to Destiny?
Oh, it's very different. They're very different.
I know, like stylized.
It's I wouldn't. I
different.
don't even know how to compare them because they're
Well,
like,
because they're looter shooters.
Well, no, not really.
No.
No, Remnant's like a roguelike over-the-shoulder shooter. Every game is like completely random, so everybody's game is going to be different, and you don't really loot things. You kill bosses, and then they'll drop upgrades or like things that you can go and upgrade with, like Dark Souls. It's more like Dark Souls.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you keep those things forever or no? Is it just for the run?
you keep them forever.
Okay.
It's weird where you level up your character and you level up your character's guns and everything, but if you want to reset and wipe the world and keep your character, you can.
Okay.
So it's like two different
Okay.
entities.
All
Yeah,
right.
Anyway, who cares?
That's pretty much all Xbox.
Same. PlayStation?
Sure. PlayStation has a whole big old visualization. I don't know how it looks on the phone, but it gets all crazy.
It's doing some stuff. I played 24 games.
I didn't play. Oh, I played 14, which is not true. I played like
Yeah, I feel
2.
like that can't be true.
It counts when you like download a game or like
Oh.
boot it up or something. Like, oh, PlayStation VR 2 came out this year. Probably played a
True,
lot
I
of
did play
games
a few
through that.
things on there, yeah. My number one is, well, my first, it says your first game. So I guess the first game I played in the year was God of War.
Guess mine. It didn't come out this year, and it is a PlayStation exclusive. PlayStation 5 exclusive. Did not come out this year.
Ghost of Tsushima.
No, a PlayStation 5 exclusive.
Ratchet and Clank.
Returnal.
Oh.
I think it's because the DualSense Edge controller came out in January.
You just wanted to test it.
I wanted to test it, and
Right.
I wanted to test the adaptive
You
triggers.
didn't even play God of War. You didn't even stick it in for a
I
second.
played the first one.
You didn't even do just the tip.
You're never gonna guess what my most played game is. Again, a game we played together on PlayStation.
So it's not Destiny.
No, but I did play that on PlayStation.
Call of Duty?
No, Demio.
Oh.
My most played game on the
the
PlayStation.
year?
That's how little I've played
we played
PlayStation.
that for like maybe 3 hours.
8.
Whoa.
I played a little bit without everybody.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we died
Sucked?
to a ball. Yeah, we sucked, and I was like, I could do this. And then I played it again, and I died. But I spent another like 4 hours trying to beat the boss again.
Well, thanks for the invite.
The second most played was Spider-Man 2. I did not play that a lot at all.
My number one was God of War Ragnarok with 52 hours.
Okay.
Marvel Spider-Man 2 was my number 2 with 34 hours. I also
When did
100% of that
Ragnarok
game.
come out? This year?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
It didn't come out this year.
Well, it said I first played that game this year on like the 2nd of January. So it probably came out last year.
Yeah, it came out November 9th.
Yeah, I think I took a while to get to it
Okay.
because I played it a little and I was like, this sucks.
Yeah, I remember you saying you were a little disappointed.
And then I came around on it near the end, but
And now you like it because you got the new
I
mode.
haven't played that yet.
Oh, I thought you did.
I
downloaded
I
it.
downloaded it.
Oh, and then we played Call of Duty.
And then you told me to play Call of Duty, and then I forgot I downloaded it and I haven't played it. Yeah,
I have a little bit of Destiny. I have a little bit of Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes because you played it and I wanted to replay it. And I have Estra's Playroom, but
That doesn't count.
that doesn't count. I just jump in there as
That's
like a
just
tech
fun.
demo.
Yeah.
my third was Jedi Survivor with 28 hours, and I did finish that. My fourth was
That's a
Resident
long
Evil
time.
4 with 27 hours, and I also finished that. And then Destiny 2 was my fifth with 20 hours, and I did not like most of that.
Was this your first time playing Destiny 2?
No, I played it on and off in bits and pieces over the years, but that was my first time like committing to it.
I played through the whole thing when it first came out and I didn't like it. Destiny 1 I loved. I was all in on Destiny 1, but 2 I didn't like
It's
as
very
much.
repetitive, the game.
Yeah, you have to like the gameplay loop because you are just shooting monsters and
Yeah.
waiting for
it's
them to drop
fun,
stuff.
yeah, but
The thing is that like I like the shooting and melee mechanics and stuff and the jumping around and whatever. And I like trying to hunt for the good loot and just
yeah.
the loop of like sitting with your friends and like killing bosses and just seeing, oh, did I get the good gun? No. All right, do the whole thing again.
Got it.
I like that.
This says my gaming style was thrill seeker. I spent 72% of my game time on the edge of my seat. How does it know that?
It's just the type of game that you spent most time playing. Was a game where you were on the edge of your seat. No.
Literally.
As opposed to what?
As opposed to
Laying back.
role player, which is what mine is.
Oh. So
Because
was it
you
say
know how
most
much
of your
I
time
love
lying down
role-playing
on the
games.
couch?
Yeah, being a lazy
Couch time?
shit. No, it's because I played Demio as my most played game, so it thinks I like role playing games.
Oh, that's totally you.
Exactly. PlayStation doesn't know anything about me.
Okay, all right.
So for people who don't know, Demio is like a Dungeons and Dragons tabletop game. It's very different than any game I'd want to play.
I'm surprised. It says I played Sifu for 11 hours. I felt like I played that game on and off all year.
I've been wanting to play that.
I'm surprised it's not higher up.
Did it suggest games for you? Because all my suggested games are Final Fantasy, Trials of Mana, Star Ocean,
Oh my God.
Dragon Quest, Sea of Stars.
Every game you don't want to play.
all these RPGs that I have no interest in.
For thrill seekers, it recommended me Horizon Forbidden West, which I have played. So I don't know why it's recommending it to me.
Oh yeah.
Far Cry 6, which I also have played, but I think on Xbox, and thanks for the recommendation on a boring game. Demon Souls, which I've also played on my PlayStation. Dark Pictures Anthology, a horror game, which I would never play. Sniper Elite 5? That sounds like something I would like.
I heard that's decent.
Oh.
It's like a B game, but people like it.
A B game? Plays a B?
Yeah,
Jerry
play a
Seinfeld?
B, yeah.
And then Dragon Quest Heroes, The World, Trees, Woe, and The Blight Below.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
Nope.
All right. Thank you, PlayStation.
Thank you, PlayStation. I have 0 platinum trophies in life. I've never gotten a platinum at
Wow.
all on PlayStation.
Not even isn't Astro's Playroom you get one?
I
for
knew
being
you were a
local?
loser.
I guess not. Maybe you have to do everything, and I didn't do everything. Even though I keep going in and just tooling around and then leaving.
I played PlayStation for 226 hours. And it says I spent 96.9% of my time playing 21 games on your PlayStation 5. What does that mean? The other 3% was me living life?
Yeah, enjoying yourself.
Going outside.
Going outside, touching grass? What do you mean?
Mine was only 27 hours.
This is total for the year?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
Wait, 27 hours for the year?
yeah.
Wow. Do you want
PlayStation is my
to
least.
give me your PlayStation? Why?
PlayStation's my least played console.
Dude, mine is
definitely.
literally like 3.
It says I'm a party animal because I spent a lot of times in parties on the PlayStation.
I got 1 platinum. There's one little platinum guy
What platinum did you get?
on Spider-Man.
My brother got that too, and it's his only platinum. Is
Yeah,
Spider-Man
me
from
too.
this year.
Social style was Squad Hero. I put 31 hours in with my squad. With my squad mates.
Squad.
I didn't know that was possible. We only played Destiny for 20.
Destiny and
Demio.
Demio,
I
and
guess.
we played some the shooter game on PlayStation VR. The one that you and Biscuits play all the time.
Bang Bang.
The Bang Bang Shooty one.
The
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, after the fall.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Okay. Is it Nintendo time?
I mean, unless you want to do Steam.
Steam's quick. We
Steam
can do
is quick.
Steam doesn't tell you hours played.
My Steam says 39 games played, 116 achievements unlocked. No surprise, my
39.
top game is Baldur's Gate 3 with 48 sessions played.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it doesn't tell me hours. It just tells
yeah,
me
it's annoying.
sessions
It's
played.
stupid.
Okay, that's weird.
Mine's 30 games. My number one game
Is it Naraka?
is another one with you. No. Call of Duty.
Man, we play so many games together.
We play so many games together. Number 2, Sonic Superstars. I don't know how that made it up there. I guess I played a
You're the
decent amount of
Sonic
Sonic Superstars. I guess that's one of the only games I beat this year was Sonic Superstars. Was not that good.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much. Third is Celeste because I was playing a ROM
stream?
hack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mine's Baldur's Gate,
the Mario
Naraka, and then After the Fall, which we were just talking about.
And that's it, I guess.
Oh my God, so exciting.
The interesting thing is that Call of Duty came out in November, and it's my most played game on Steam.
This says I spent most of my time playing VR and Battle Royales.
Oh, also Neon White and
I need to
Counter-Strike.
reassess my Steam life.
You do. Also, I forgot Blasphemous 2 came out this year, and that game slaps.
Yeah, it was a good game
Also, Resident Evil 4.
that I played for 10
I
minutes.
guess I didn't play Resident Evil 4 as much as I played Sonic Superstars.
You're a big Sonic guy.
Also, Street Fighter 6, I played a decent amount of that. Bomb Rush, Cyberpunk, I played a decent amount of that. A lot of my time was spent on Steam, which is why I'm upset that it doesn't tell me how many hours I spent.
Definitely have.
I mean,
The last 2 days of me setting up the arcade machine is the most I've spent all year.
convenient that your most hours played are on a platform where you can't track it.
Yeah, I don't want
Fake
people to know
guy.
I'm not a real gamer.
And everyone's calling me the fake online
Everyone
How the
everyone knows
turntables.
I try to
recently.
I
the
try to
last
spin
3
the
days.
narrative that I play a lot of video games. All right, I guess we're on to Nintendo then.
Yeah. This is the one that
The one that
everyone-
everybody
Yeah, this is the only
is
one
here
we
for.
care about here.
Bob.
All right, Wood.
I'll pull up mine too.
Welcome to your year in review,
Oh,
2023.
I'll text it to you.
Let's take it to the top, from the top probably. I
Make it
played, not that many games.
I think your first game of 2023? Oh, I thought this was the most played. This is probably my most played every year. What is
Really?
it? What is it?
Oh yeah, we should do guesses. Is this your most played game or games total?
This is on this list your first game of 2023.
Mine
but
does not start that
I
way.
think it is also the most played game that I have.
Hold on, I want to find my first game. Oh. Well, okay. You'll never guess mine in
Okay.
a million years.
Okay.
Your first game is also your most played of this year?
Usually.
Mario Maker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Mario Maker.
Okay.
Your first game is Panty Party.
How did... That's crazy. Okay, so next is...
No, what is it? What is it?
Panty Party.
Show me. You're lying.
It's Jackbox 6.
Oh, I hate
First game?
Jackbox games.
First game, mine is Game Boy for Switch Online.
Yo,
Oh, that's a good one.
later it
Yo.
shows you all of the games that you played.
Uh-huh.
And for my brother, it's only
Panty Party.
no, it's only the Nintendo Switch Online game, like
that's
the consoles. It just shows all the consoles scrolling
looks
across
nice,
the screen.
huh?
Yeah, it was,
I'm not surprised by
was
that.
Cool.
Okay, next is...
Yeah, this screen was all the consoles.
That's cool.
Oh. Next, okay, so now I've seen yours. I was going to guess your number, but I saw 23.
24.
Okay.
You got it wrong. You saw it. You got it
That was
wrong.
pretty close.
24 total games, 130 total hours.
All right, guess...
Which is, I thought I played most of the stuff on Steam, so 130 hours is way more than I would have expected.
Guess my total games.
110.
You want to guess?
Me?
Yeah.
3,000.
Okay.
No, real number, probably like 300. Oh, my camera's not on. 300.
How much of a gamer are you?
Not as much as either of you think. 103.
Okay, I was
Yeah,
close.
it's a lot of games. My total hours was 521.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's actually not too bad this year. I think last year I played a lot more.
For me, it was a lot of the a lot of the Nintendo Switch Online retro consoles. Super Mario Wonder, remember that game? That's actually not my most played game, I think. Even though it's because it just came out. I spent a lot less time in that game than I thought. That's because I plowed through it when I first played it. Now I'm going back and trying to get everything.
I had 8 games in 69 hours.
Nice.
I had 8 games.
Nice, bro.
Just saying.
So wait, what was
I
your
didn't play a
your
lot.
most played was Mario Maker?
No, that was my first game. Most played, actually, it is Mario Maker.
How many hours?
31.
Okay. Guess my first played. Oh, most played, sorry.
Zelda.
Yeah. You guess how many hours?
100.
200.
Closer, 187.
Okay.
I did
I
everything.
have 31 hours in Tears of the Kingdom, which is way
That's
more
pretty
than
good
I thought.
For you, I mean, you didn't do 2 of
I
the...
have 10.
I did 2 Divine Beasts or whatever
Yeah, I don't know what they're called.
and
Dungeons?
that's
Yeah.
it.
Temples?
And I spent 31 hours. That's crazy. That's more time than I spent in Breath of the Wild.
I know. You need to finish it. All right, guess my second game.
30. No. Wait, you spent how many hours in Tears of the Kingdom?
187, and then my second game got 84 hours.
That's a lot. It's gonna be a weird one. What do you do?
Who even am I?
80 hours. Oh, Fire Emblem.
No, but that's not a bad guess. Pretty close.
Oh wait, can I guess again? I got another. Oh, you can guess, but I got another one.
Monster Hunter?
Persona.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that checks out.
I'm surprised you got that.
I don't know which one. 5.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just thinking of games that take a long time that
yeah.
came out this year.
I'm still, even as recently as a couple nights ago, playing that game, trying to finish it.
One day I will jump in.
I love it so much, but it takes so long. And I was on stream to play something else, and I had to load up Persona because it was open to save it before I quit. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm near the end. And then someone in chat said, you've got like 60 hours left. And I was like,
My fucking.
I'm done, my guy. I don't know if I can do this.
My third most played game was Game Boy Advance Nintendo Switch Online.
That's my first most played game.
17 hours, and I think all of it was
Mario.
Yeah, Super Mario Brothers 3, the e-reader
Lost
levels. Yeah, the e-reader levels.
yeah,
Calm
whatever.
yourself. 17 hours, and I didn't even beat them all.
Oh,
That's crazy.
so much content. My
For,
third,
for Super Mario 3, yeah.
yeah. My third was Pikmin 4 at 34 hours.
That's a lot
Yeah, I
for
did.
Pikmin. How long is that game?
So there's so much content in that game. There's a reason why it won best strategy game, I think.
There's a reason for that?
Yeah.
There was 39 hours
Yeah. And that's
if you want to complete the whole thing.
I mean, I think it would take a lot more than that to complete everything, in my opinion. But yeah, I did all of the main sort of story stuff. They essentially crammed like 3 games into one.
Oh my God.
That was pretty good. I had a good time doing all that.
My number one was at the Game Boy Advance, and it was definitely Mario Superstar Saga because I wanted to replay that. And then Mario Wonder, only like 20 hours.
20 hours in Mario Wonder?
I 100%ed it though.
Oh, I still haven't. I'm still working on the 100%.
Well, I 100%ed it to my understanding. The last
you got all the seeds?
I got all the seeds, all the flags, everything. The only
purple
things
coins?
The only things I didn't get were the last badges. When you beat the game and you 100% it,
Yeah.
you get the or I guess when you just beat it, you get the last 4 badges, which are like any power up you pick up could be the elephant power up. If you pick up a flower, it turns into the elephant. That's only. But I have to grind for purple coins now. I was like, I beat it.
Yeah, you gotta. You gotta. It's becoming a pain in the ass to unlock all the purple coin stuff.
Purple schmurple.
Did you guys didn't play all the way through the last level?
I didn't get to the last level after the purple coins.
The last level. Like,
yeah, I didn't get to that.
Dude, it is crazy. Like when that level unlocks, you can go in the shop in the secret world, and you can pay 300 purple coins for 100 1-ups because of how many times you die.
Oh my God.
And I was on 99 lives the whole game, and then when I got to that, I was getting
people keep telling me it's crazy, and I'm excited for it, but it's a grind right now.
You'll definitely enjoy it.
Yeah.
Easy game, baby game. That's what I've always said about it.
What'd you say?
Easy game, baby game.
I mean, sure, whatever.
That's what I've always
My
said.
most played month was May. What came out in May?
Zelda.
That explains everything.
My gaming trends: 39% action, 36% adventure, 15% role playing. None of that surprises me at all. Shooting 3%. What's shooting on Switch? Splatoon?
GoldenEye. Actually, that makes sense. I think nope, never mind. Yeah, I think that came out in January. I thought maybe that would be in my list at all. What happened in August? I played Pokemon Violet. I played one game, and it was Pokemon Violet for one day, less than an hour, and that's it. Oh, you know what? I think a Pikachu came out, and I just opened it, got the gift Pikachu, and left.
My most played game in November was Suika game.
Ooh. I played that on an emulator.
Oh, I played it on my
That's
Switch.
my excuse. I play all my games on an emulator, so I can't.
Give me your emulator wrapped.
They should do that. They could emulations.
Emulation
Emulate. So they do like achievements through emulations.
Retro achievements.
Yeah,
Yeah, they could
they
do
should do. Yeah,
Maybe they do. We just
a
never
wrap.
looked.
They probably have to develop
There's an
something.
account. You have an account
Yeah.
tied to it. So.
Yeah. I mean, what else is there? What was your favorite game of 2023? I said, I think Mario Wonder.
Oh, mine was Zelda.
Or should it be Nintendo 64, Nintendo Switch Online?
Or should it be my 14 hours in AEW Fight Forever?
That's right.
I saw very briefly you were playing 1080 snowboarding on stream the other day.
Very briefly.
I also jumped into that because I was excited that it came out. How do you like it? How do you love it?
I love N64 games and how there's a title screen, you pick a character, and then you're thrown straight into the game. No tutorials, no nothing.
No, they literally just don't tell you anything.
I did not understand what was happening. Every time I landed, even without doing a trick, my guy would just crash.
It all came back to me when I played
Nothing came back to me. It was like a foreign experience.
Is not good. It does not translate. It does
didn't
not
feel
translate
good.
well at all. It's a racing game. It's not a trick game.
Oh.
It's called 1080 snowboarding, but it's about racing.
I was trying to do tricks, but all I could do was grab my board. I don't know.
There's tricks you can do.
flippies? Can you do any?
I don't think you can do flippies. You can do a 1080. I don't remember how.
Well, you would hope you could do at least a 1080.
I think there's a mode where you go off a giant ramp, and that's when you're supposed to do the 1080.
Okay, well, give me that mode.
But most of the game is just racing. You pick
Yeah.
a generic white dude, and then you race.
Oh, I'm sure it's good.
In 1996.
I was doing.
I loved it. I used to love it.
I was doing a little tiny like 30-minute stream, and I didn't know what to do, and I just jumped into it, and I was like, this will be fun. We can just do chatting. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't love it. GoldenEye though.
Oh, that game's sick. 1v1 me?
Sure.
I got so mad when we did that.
I know you did.
That's the only time I've been mad, like,
At me ever.
well, no. But at you while playing a game. And in general, I haven't been that upset while playing a video game in a while.
You were very mad.
It's not that I was mad at you.
You were mad. You said I was cheating because I was using an N64 controller or a Retro Fighters controller.
I was getting very mad at the controls and that I just couldn't get my head around them. And then you continuously just finding me and bap bap and I'm dead.
It's because
made me project it onto you.
I'm used to those controls. It's like riding a bike.
But I was mostly just mad at myself and the game.
Right. The controls are dumb. They're very bad. So play it on Xbox. Actually, that'll fix the controls.
But then we can't play together.
Perfect Dark. We'll play Perfect Dark. It's better.
I thought you were saying perfect. That works for me.
No, Perfect Dark we can play together, and that is better. And we can do co-op.
Oh, would you do that with me?
I would do co-op Perfect Dark. I love Perfect Dark.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Let's do that in January when we have some free time.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's so
We're going to
cute.
have free time?
Well, are you not taking some time off?
No, I'm probably not.
Oh, really? Well, I'll have free time.
You'll have free time.
That's all that
for
matters
us.
to me.
I mean, I'm taking a little bit of time off for the rest of my life, not doing this fucking podcast anymore.
Yeah, so we'll get together
Holy shit.
Thursday evening.
1 p.m.-ish. Hey, I'm not going to have that much time because I'm going to spend all my time making great coffees.
Oh,
It's
God,
Trade, baby. We're sponsored by Trade. It's Trade time! I got it right here, baby.
There's nothing more I love than these new mugs. The only thing next to that would be putting Trade coffee in it, baby.
Put Trade coffee in. I'm on
Right
my
in
Orange
here.
grind. I got Orange coffee from Trade. Do you remember Orange?
No.
Of course you don't. We went there after we went to a diner after your little Satisfy shoe. We went to the Orange
Oh,
coffee.
did we?
Yeah.
Did I like it?
You loved it.
Of course I
remember
did,
you loved
because
it.
you can get that on Trade.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
know how
ma'am.
Justin came to my house yesterday to bring me these mugs?
Uh-huh.
He was telling me he doesn't like hot coffee. And I was like, when you come over,
What a
I'll make it
wacko.
I know. I was like, I'll make you a good hot coffee. And I was so excited because Trade beans just came in fresh. And then he got there and I was like, all right, what do you want? And he's like, I got to go. So I did not get to make him a coffee, but I was excited to.
All right. So anyway, text in green means read verbatim. Doing some last minute holiday shopping. A subscription to Trade is the perfect gift for any and all coffee lovers. You just choose how much to spend on Trade. Will help you. I can't do this.
It's because I usually
can't
do it.
freaking read. No, it's because Hannah's editing it right now.
Oh, really?
Or you are. Somebody was highlighting.
No,
stuff.
I
It was
just
throwing me
opened
off.
it.
You just choose how much you want to spend on Trade, and they'll help your recipient personalize the coffee to their preferences, so you get it as a gift for somebody. Best of all, Trade's gift subscriptions cut out the worry around shipping deadlines, as the digital subscription is delivered instantly to their inbox, and then they do the whole kerfuffle about it. Yeah, I love Trade.
I love that when you read and you're trying to concentrate, you're like extending your leg and like
I'm getting
tensing your
closer. I
body.
can't see anymore. I'm getting old. I'm falling apart.
I cut to your shot and you just see the edge of Bob's foot coming out.
Trade is your destination for better coffee at home experience. The best curated for you. Coffee delivered right to your door when and how you want it. I keep upping my subscription because I keep using too much coffee.
I love coffee. Give the gift of better coffee at home. From now through December 25th, Trade is offering 15% off all subscriptions at drinktrade.com/Nontendo. Shop now through Christmas Day to save. That's drinktrade.com/Nontendo.
Thanks, Trade.
It's honestly, I'm now realizing at this point, it's the only coffee that I've drank for like almost 2 years.
Oh my God.
Other than when we go out places, of course.
I buy beans sometimes.
I have not bought any beans.
I kind of like,
Other than decaf.
I like how I have Trade. I know it's coming and it's a constant. And I like filling it in with other things that I find.
It constantly coming is one of my favorite things.
I was waiting for it.
Drinktrade.com/Nontendo.
Nintendo, yeah.
You'll deal with the repercussions of that. I'll be gone. Anyway, now what do you...
How many gold and platinum points did you guys get?
Oh, I X'd that
Oh,
already.
yeah, I'm gone.
What can I do with them? Even gold
redeem
is
them.
gold is monies.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know
platinum.
that you get gold coins for every purchase you make on the eShop, and then if you save up enough, you can get games for free?
You can't get games for free. That's clickbait. You're a
Well,
bullshit artist.
Don't make a video about it because people will call you a liar for some reason. That seems to be a
remember that.
trend with me.
Yeah. Maybe stop lying.
As of a couple days, yeah.
No, I remember
just
you
in my career.
You posted a video about the gold coins, and then I was like, "Oh shit, I have so many gold coins!" And then I
know.
think I got a game for free.
I go on about this so much,
I
but
have $8 worth of gold coins right now.
a couple years ago, I literally discovered the gold coins. I just never paid attention. I didn't know what was happening there. I realized I could start redeeming them, and that I was losing them every year if I didn't use them.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I-
you lose them?
You lose them after a
I
year.
need to buy a Nintendo game.
I know. So then I started redeeming them all, and I was like legitimately getting free games for like, $5-10 games. And I made a video about how to get free games on the eShop, and everyone was like either calling it clickbait because they didn't think it was enough money. They wanted to get every game free. Or two, I was lying about just discovering it because how could I not know? But it also taught you.
When I first saw the title and thumbnail, I was like, "Oh, he's talking about like Fortnite or something that's free." Mm-hmm. And then I watched
How to
it,
get
and I was
free
like,
games
"Oh wait,
on-
gold coin."
Download Fortnite.
Yeah, I mean it's free. Yeah, I mean it taught me. So
Thank you.
actually, I knew about the gold coins. I just had forgotten, and then you reminded me, and then I got free games.
I never knew. I don't know how I missed it. I
So
mean, I say that, but half my comments were like, we didn't know either.
Yeah.
For everybody, when you buy a game digitally or even physically,
Oh,
you-
everybody
Physically,
knows,
too,
Bob.
you could register it. Oh my God, we got fireworks and it froze the stream. I hate you so much.
I didn't do anything. What did I do?
What did he do?
Did it again.
What's the motion? Did I thumbs up?
You thumbs up.
I gotta just not move.
Yeah,
I'm
stop.
very handsy.
You're so thumbsy.
I do a lot with my hands.
You're always thumbing up.
Stop thumbing, okay?
You can tell people how the gold coins
So
work.
when you buy stuff digitally, you get a certain percentage of it back in gold coins. I think I don't know exactly how much it is, but eventually they accumulate, and you can use, I think 100 gold points equals $1, and you can use it to get a discount on your games going forward. It also works with physical games. There's like a code in the box that you redeem or something. I don't know how that works anymore.
Oh, yeah. If you buy a physical game and you redeem the cart number or the code or something,
I
you
think-
also get gold coins.
You go in with the cart into your Switch, and then there's an option. in the
Yeah,
settings
yeah,
that says
yeah.
redeem points.
Every
It's
physical,
like 50
and
points or
also
something.
this is something that nobody knows. But if you go in and you redeem the cart, the physical cart, you get more gold coins for that too. It's not just digital.
So
There's so like people. I don't know.
back in the day,
I have 1,300 coins right now, which is $13. I could get a game for
I have
$13.
1100.
back in the Wii 3DS, Wii U days, it used to be a piece of paper that had a code on it in the box.
Yeah, I remember.
And when I worked at GameStop, there was one day I walked in on like this guy I was working with, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Bob," and he had a stack of them.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "I'm going through all the used games and just redeeming all the coins."
Oh my God, that's great.
So you're just
awesome.
stealing all the. But I mean,
awesome.
those are going to go to waste because people are
Yeah,
going to
no.
buy used games and not even realize
I
that they
know.
can use them.
No, I remember people doing that.
So if you work at GameStop, or if you just walk into a GameStop, open up some of the Wii U games.
Oh, those have to not
Oh yeah,
be
you can't
valid
use those anymore.
Platinum points get you like exclusive things, right?
Platinum points, I don't even know how. I don't know
I do
how
know.
any of it works, but the platinum points, however you get them, you redeem them for like
Trinkets and doodads
trinkets,
and
but like
tchotchkes.
or digital stuff, like little like profile picture images you can unlock for different games and borders and yeah, it's all little tchotchkes, like Bob said,
little doodads.
little doohickeys. But there's also
Can you spell tchotchkes?
nope.
It's fucked up.
There's two T's.
CH
It'll blow your mind. Yeah, you're already wrong.
Arch.
You're already wrong. Guess the first
K-E-Y.
letter.
L
Nope.
silent
T?
J.
It's a T.
It's TCH
Tchotchke.
Yeah.
tchotchkes.
Okay.
And then it's TCHK or some shit. It's like there. It's
There's also the points that they might be the same points, but you go and you redeem for physical things like posters and stuff.
yeah,
And
That's
they're always
platinum, isn't it?
yeah.
they're always rotating cool things on there.
There's some Metroid Dread stuff that was cool.
And that was also part of my video is how to get. I got a Metroid Dread poster. It's in my bathroom.
They had the pins.
Have you seen it? Have you pissed in there?
Which one?
In my downstairs bathroom.
I haven't.
I got the 2 Metroid Dread from
Too
Nintendo.
busy pissing on your walls.
They're so good they made it into the bathroom rotation.
I didn't know where to put them.
It's Samus, right? So yeah, obviously it's gonna go in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, sex. Right.
I didn't know where to put them, and Kim was like, "You got any art in the bathroom?" And I was like, "No," so I put them in there. But they're framed. They're framed nice. They're not getting pissed on shit on them. Woo. Piss and poop on them.
Whatever.
We'll cut it out. We'll cut it out.
They had the pins. I got pins from them, and those pins bought like all 4 sets at the Nintendo store for like $20 a piece or something.
Well, no, they have They were selling.
They were very expensive at the Nintendo store.
When PAX got canceled that one year, they were selling all the pins at the Nintendo store because they made so many.
Oh, but they also put those on the store too. You could buy them on with platinum coins at one point.
A lot of the coins.
They were just really trying to offload those pins.
I mean, they're cool. I like them.
We need a new kind of console to come out so that we can get another Wrapped.
A little Bobo
So
guy.
next
Bring me
year-
back on the show when a little Bobo guy
So
comes
next
out.
year, when I do the Wrapped and you come back for it, we'll have an hour of things to talk about.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, there's a lot more we could talk about. You want to talk about all of the Insomniac leaks in great detail? Because everyone loves talking about that.
I saw that on a sheet here. I'm a little hesitant because I don't know what any of them are. I don't want to be spoiled.
So here's the thing. I wanted to talk about the controversy around it because Insomniac Games, the people who made Spider-Man, they created Spider-Man. Steve Ditko works there.
I know. Excelsior.
Yes. So they got hacked by some ransomware hacker guy, and they said, give us $2 million or we're going to release everything to the public. And then they didn't give them $2 million, and then they released everything to the public. So there's a lot of stuff in there. There's information on the new Wolverine game that I'm not going to get into. There's a lot of like beta stuff. There's a lot of internal documents of Sony talking about past sales of games. There's a lot of internal emails between employees talking about like people getting fired and shit.
My good friend and buddy Muda, he tweeted this morning about a Wolverine alpha build was floating around.
That's kind of cool.
You could play the alpha build.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So shout out.
It's very rough, and
him.
There's a projected release date, but it's way away. And this is a weird situation because it's the first time I'm seeing all of these games journalists talking about the leak and saying how they don't want to talk about the stuff that was revealed in the leak, which I think is it makes sense because it was acquired illegally and in a really malicious way. But
How do they even do that?
a lot of computers.
Oh.
They get a lot of computers, yeah.
Okay, I thought they snuck in like Tom Cruise,
They buy them and they give them to the end of
scaled
Best Buy.
down from the
Sometimes-
ceiling and stole the floppy disks.
Sometimes they do some weird shit like hang out around Insomniac and see who's out to lunch and like, you know, get into their phones through like weird ways
or
and stuff.
They'll their badge cards that have like NFC.
Yeah, they can like walk by and like go boop, and now they have their badge, and then they can get
go,
in and like do all this shit. It's like they can get really fucked up with it.
So it is like Tom Cruise.
a little bit.
Kind of a little
that's
bit.
the
It might
kind of
be
stuff.
like that. So I just think it's interesting because nobody wants to talk about it because of the way it was acquired. But like just a little while ago, like the same thing happened with the Grand Theft Auto 6 leaks. I think it was a year ago, and everyone was cool talking about it. The Nintendo stuff leaked, but that was old stuff, like the Giga leak. Remember that? That was 2 years ago, and it leaked a bunch of stuff from the 90s, and everyone was just totally cool talking about that stuff.
I did a whole video.
So I thought it was interesting that this is the one everybody's putting their foot down on. And I think it's fine. It makes a little bit of sense.
It's really not like the internet to be fickle.
What?
And be like selective of like what they care about
Or what they put out.
or what they put out.
Yeah.
So this does surprise me.
Oh, you're being serious. I can't.
Why do you think they don't, or they care more this time?
I think one of the reasons is because it's the way that it was acquired and the $2 million that the guy wanted.
Yeah,
and
it definitely feels more malicious.
even though that happened with Rockstar, and instead of giving them the money, they found the guy and he's in jail now. It's like some little kid.
oh yeah, didn't he recently say when he gets out he's gonna do it again?
I don't know.
I think the Rockstar one, yeah, his attorney or whatever said that he plans to do it more.
His attorney.
Yeah.
Because he's sick.
So he's like, this little brat's gonna be a nuisance. No, I just think it's interesting that this is the one. Oh, also, the other reason I think people are don't want to talk about it is because they just like Insomniac. I think the first thing I did when I heard about all this and I saw people didn't want to talk about it, I was like, let's see how much their CEO makes and how many people they fired this year, because that's been going on a lot in the games industry. And they really didn't have massive layoffs this year. They're one of the only companies.
Insomniac has currently blown up to the level of appreciated developer. And that you see that happen a lot, like with Rockstar and with Naughty Dog. And then they get too big, and then they do one wrong thing, and everybody hates them.
Like Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
Just did.
And Rockstar, in a way, because everyone's upset they've gone woke,
Yes.
which is fun.
I'm upset at Rockstar that
Because
they
they've
are
gone
so
woke.
woke. Yeah. No, I'm upset that they haven't released anything except Grand Theft Auto. They made so many cool other little games, little by Rockstar's standards.
Like Bully.
Like Bully, like LA Noire, like I almost said Red Dead. That is not a little game. Max Payne.
You know why, though?
Yeah, because Grand Theft Auto makes so much money.
Well, yeah, it's that, and it's the fact that there's two things here. Their games have gotten too big, that they require too much attention. So between Red Dead and GTA, they need to just funnel all their efforts in. And any effort that isn't being funneled in there, it's the insane support that GTA Online has been given.
Right.
Which is the live service aspect. And I actually heard you and your brother arguing about this. But that's why Naughty Dog didn't want to do the live service game, because so much effort is spent there. And then you can't have the fun little wacky guys.
Well, let's sit on Rockstar for a second. The old Rockstar used to make smaller games around Grand Theft Auto and then use the stuff they learned from the smaller games in Grand Theft Auto, like the facial animations in LA Noire, the shooting in Max Payne,
I agree.
all of that stuff.
I
and
think
I
at this
think
point-
that they could still benefit from that.
True. I mean, all experience is good experience, but I think at this point, when they are like the leading game developer studio, I don't think they really have to dabble in side projects to learn.
No, they
things.
don't have to at all.
They're
going
on
to
like
make.
the cutting edge of technology.
They're going to
at
be
this point.
successful in their own way, the way
Yeah.
that they're doing it. They're
Rockstar? They literally said on Bloomberg a couple weeks ago, like, oh, before the game even got announced, trailer, whatever, they were like, oh, we're expected to make billions next
Yeah.
year. It's like, obviously.
That was Take Two. They're like publishing. They were like, yeah, next year's going to be huge for us.
Yeah, and the only way they could do that was Grand Theft Auto because they don't have anything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I just liked all of the other stuff that they made, and I'm upset that I don't get things like that anymore.
That's fair. I understand why they don't, and honestly, in a way, I would rather, if this is what makes sense, I'd rather them focus everything on GTA and just make it like the best thing ever. But it would be cool to get Bully 2 one day.
Yeah, I'm a little upset that it's not coming out for PC, at least at launch, because I don't want to have to buy it a second time.
That was what they did last time too, right?
They never released stuff on PC. I still don't think we have Red Dead Redemption 1 on PC. They released it on. They re-released it for everything but PC.
Really? When it came to Switch, it didn't go to PC.
I believe so. Yeah,
You might be. I have heard that. You might be right. I remember either it's not on PC or it finally came to PC with that remaster.
One of those things is true.
One of those things
And those
is true.
two things are very different. Is Red Dead 2 on PC?
Yeah. Because I know, because I try it on every handheld that I get.
Oh, okay.
It's my go-to to see how it runs. It is crazy because the first time I did it was the A&Neo, the first one I got, like, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And I was just so excited it even ran and looked good at 20 frames. And then on the Lenovo, it looked even better, and I was getting 45 frames. And I'm like, my God, this is happening.
I've been loving the...
It is not going to be long until we're just gaming 4K 120.
That's why I love these handhelds that I have now, and I don't want to have to play Grand Theft Auto 6 on freaking PlayStation.
I love them too. The only thing I don't like is how outdated each one feels as soon as a new one comes out.
Yeah.
Like, I love the ROG Ally, and I wouldn't say it's outdated, but now that I have Lenovo, I'm like, why would I play that?
So I've been playing the Lenovo a lot more because it's all set up and it's got all my games on, all my current games on it. It's got big screen. It's heavy as shit though. But this week I was working on a video on both of them, and I picked up the Asus for the first time in a while, and I like it a lot.
I mean, it's still good.
It's also got like the same internals as the Lenovo, so I kind of might start dabbling more in the Asus again.
I think about that, but then
Because I like that form factor a lot more. It's way
It is smaller.
tighter and smaller.
But
and
I think the
cuter.
the Lenovo is more comfortable because it's got big.
It's just too heavy.
Grippies. It is
it's
very
just
heavy.
too heavy.
But
I
then-
love the screen and I love the tablet, but I don't the grippies. I don't need all
But
that.
then my deck has OLED.
You're who now?
My deck. My
1080p.
deck.
Yeah,
My
well-
deck.
Well, I want to play the Steam Deck as much as I can, but I'm not going to be able to play Call of Duty on it. Like a lot of games just aren't going to work on it.
Oh, then it's trash.
Then it's garbage. Throw it in the
Yeah,
garbage.
it's horrible. It's yucky icky.
You know, I started playing Fortnite specifically
With Mark S. Brownlee?
Fucko. I started playing the Lego thing for Fortnite.
My friends have been getting into that.
Yo, it's
Are we
awesome.
about to be Lego Fortnite boys?
It's Minecraft straight up.
Hey,
It
why
is
don't
so
we
much
start a
fun.
Lego server?
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, with 14 other people, and then yeah, why not?
And then blow it up. Did we blow it up? I think Dan just deleted
Dan
it.
blew it up. He said, "I'm gonna nuke it." I'm
This
like,
is
"All
an
Yeah,
old.
but it should have been like a video or something.
This is an old story, but we all tried to make a Minecraft server several years ago.
did make a
We
Minecraft
did,
server.
and it was good for a couple streams. And I built a little farmhouse, and I liked it. It was really cute. And then one day I came back, and it was all blown up.
I got to be honest with you. I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
And then I just remember
We used to just hang out in it all the time. We used to just go, hey, you want to go in Minecraft? And we would
Yeah.
just stay.
You
We would
guys-
sit in my coffee shop in Minecraft
Yeah.
and talk like this for hours.
You guys played it a lot more than I did because I was so upset that somebody blew up my house.
It was Jackson.
It was Jackson.
I think it was. I think he said
100%
He
was.
think he said something about a creeper came, and I'm like, why were you there? Why were you at my house?
I'm almost positive he looked me in the eyes, said, hey, Bob, I'm going to go light Wood's house on fire.
I was
and then
done.
he turned around and ran
I
to
was
your house.
done after that.
I just remember secretly having God mode, and then you guys
That
were trying
pissed
to
me
kill
off.
me.
I
and
got
was
mad.
Like, whoop, and then I just flew up into the air. I was like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, that server was supposed to have a lot of rules, and they were all broken immediately.
Well, Dan did a good job setting it up. It's just,
Yeah.
I just don't
No,
think
he
people cared in like the RP level.
Yeah,
of
it was supposed to be like role playing and like rules and like try and live a life in
I
here.
had a coffee shop.
I
People,
know,
people
you were
ran
doing
in
it.
and
Bob's
gave me.
Big Bean existed.
What
But
did they
then
pay
people-
me? People paid me for the coffee.
Iron or something. I don't know.
It was like
People
one
were-
iron for a
That's
cappuccino,
cute.
and they'd run in and be like, "Can I have a cappuccino?"
See,
I'd be like, give me
that-
an iron, and they'd throw an
That's
iron
what I
and I'd
wanted.
make it.
And I was trying to build a farm and a farmhouse so that I would be the guy to go to for produce. But then people kept blowing up my house. And I'm like, this isn't role playing. You can't just blow up my house.
It was fun though. But no, Lego Fortnite is fun. Like I'm actually having a good time. I'm trying to play video games again. So
Yeah, that's the one. You
Yeah, why not
decided.
start with that?
Well, I
yeah.
mean, I got invited. I was like, screw it. It's actually fun.
What do you play it on?
PC.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it's cross-platform now, so you can just.
I think you can get it set up on your Steam Deck. It's just a bit of a pain in the ass.
I don't know. I've been playing it down here.
I've been trying to get Kim to play Hi-Fi Rush all year because
Okay.
she loves music and she also loves video games that are like, like she likes
Oh
like
yeah, name one
Yoshi's.
band. No.
She, I'm not her. She likes Yoshi and like games where you like collect like things and you look around levels. And I'm like, this is perfect for her. But she hasn't wanted to play it, but I didn't want to ruin what it was. And then last night, finally, I convinced her to come to the basement and start the game. And
Come into my dungeon.
she instantly was hooked and she played right through to the first boss and she was loving it. I knew she would get hooked right away because it starts with a Black Keys song and she loves
Oh,
the
yeah.
Black Keys.
I don't like. I feel like I didn't get any licensed music. I feel like mine was in streamer mode, like by
Which
default.
game?
Hi-Fi Rush.
Oh, okay.
So from what I've realized, the licensed music is during the intro and then every boss battle.
Yeah, I feel like mine was generic music.
Well,
I did
know.
stream it a little bit.
I don't know. Maybe you had streamer mode on.
Yeah, I might have.
That would be
and
a
I don't
horrible
care.
way to play
I
it.
don't care if Twitch dings me
Yeah,
for
that would be
playing
a horrible
DMCA
way
stuff.
to play. The first
Yeah.
boss fight is a 9-inch nail song.
I feel like I missed all of that.
It's sick.
I should probably play that too.
It's really
awesome.
good.
It's
It's like Devil May Cry if it was set to music and cartoony.
It gets really hard.
Is it rhythm based?
Yeah.
All of it's a third person like beat 'em up thing, but all
Hack and slash.
All
So
of
it's like Cadence of whatever Hyrule, like
Kind
a
of,
little
but
bit?
it's like Devil May Cry. You move
So it's
around the same, you
3D-esque,
attack the
yeah.
same, but everything's on the beat. If you don't press a attack on the beat, the character will still attack on the beat, but you won't get a bonus like attack or multiplier or anything.
and a
which-
lot of the enemies you need to attack them on the beat.
Yeah, but it's pretty easy because the attack always lands right on the beat. So as long as you attack again as your attack lands, you'll always stay in beat. So it's just about keeping the
So
rhythm.
sometimes you could just mash, but Some enemies you need to block. Some enemies you need to press a different button on
I
the
feel
beat.
like with those games, it would be interesting if you were to like plug in a Guitar Hero controller and just try to play with that.
Well, you need to move. Is the problem.
There are some that have little joysticks.
A little joystick.
That sounds horrible.
That's why though, like because you also have to keep the beat.
Why not just play with the
Do it with your
steering wheel?
That'd be fun.
Get a big old joystick for your foot. Move around with that.
Did you see new Guitar Hero controllers official ones?
Yeah, PDP's making them.
Yeah, so which means
Because your new favorite game, Fortnite, has rhythm
Dude,
stuff now.
they have Guitar Hero and it's fucking
Yeah.
awesome. But
That's why
I
PDP's
think,
making them again.
But I think they're gonna make a new game also. There's like talks of that as well.
So harmonics,
Like
you mean?
either Rock Band 5 or something new.
Yeah, I think Activision was talking about it, and whatever. There's also a lot of stuff that was leaked from the Fortnite game mode. They're gonna add like drums and shit.
Yeah, and like guitar controller connectivity, like actual stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's what PDP's working on.
And it's gonna be wireless, connect it normally.
Oh
It's
my
gonna
God.
Yeah, no plug-in, no.
I went into the chat and someone said, my stepdad used to play Crazy Taxi after driving a taxi all day. I never understood it. That's pretty funny.
We almost talked about the Last of Us thing, how they were making a live service multiplayer Last of Us game, and then they just canceled it.
Dark Type with a $5 dono saying happy holidays. Happy
Oh my God,
holidays to
happy
you too.
holidays, Dark
Yes,
Type.
you want to talk about it?
Just briefly, I wanted to hear what you thought about it.
Oh, I pretty much said it.
Like, did you play the first Last of Us multiplayer?
Yeah, I loved
it. It was
it.
pretty good.
I loved it. I do agree with you. I actually really enjoyed the first Last of Us multiplayer. I feel like we are in a minority there because no one ever really talks about it or cared about it.
There was a fan base around it.
The reason why I liked it so much is because it came out during an era where 5v5 shooters where you get one life were kind of going away. I was a big fan of Gears of War, still am, and playing the online was so much fun. And then the online for even Gears of War ended up leaning towards team deathmatch, where you just run in with multiple lives. I was always about the strategy behind having one life and trying to make it count. And also those amazing moments where it's like you and then three of them, and you're playing Last of Us, and you like craft a little bomb and you throw it over here, and it gets one while you snipe another one, and then you take, and then it's like you clutch the moment. And the combination of crafting and survival and multiplayer shooter was so good. So when they said they were doing another one, I was very excited. It was supposed to be part of the game, right?
It's supposed to be part of The Last of Us 2, and then they decided it's too big. We can make a whole game out of it. Yeah.
So I'm not sure who told me this. Someone told me this recently when we were driving somewhere. I don't know who it was. Might have been Bingle. I don't know. I don't know why he would know. Someone told me that the devs from that Destiny went to check out the build of this new game because apparently it was being made with Destiny in mind. It was supposed to be a similar live service experience.
Okay.
And Destiny, the people were like, this isn't good. Like, you've not done it. Like, you need to change some things. That's the last thing I heard about that. And
They're
it was
owned
pretty
by
recently.
PlayStation, so that would make sense if they asked for feedback from them.
So from what I gather, it was going to be a full live service game. And if we're taking the world of Last of Us and the idea of Destiny, it almost sounds like you get your survivor and then you go out and you run missions with your friends and you
Like an
loot,
extraction
you loot,
shooter.
Extraction,
Yeah.
loot and shoot. And it works within the confines of the world. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But apparently it wasn't good and they were told to retool it. And then, I don't know, a couple months later, they were like, yeah, we're just not doing that. And the excuse they gave was they didn't want to focus on a live service game and they wanted to do more single player stuff. But I think
It would make a lot more sense if it was just bad.
I think it was also because it was just bad and they didn't know where to go with it.
Do you think they saw the backlash from that other zombie game that just came out the day before or whatever?
Oh, I don't think that played a part.
They saw that and they were like, oh, maybe we shouldn't make this
No,
game.
because that was just bad. That was just a really bad game. I don't even know what the deal with that is. All I know is I saw Donkey's
I
video.
saw Donkey's video. There was like two bad guys in the whole video.
And it looked horrible. I think
It's possible it was just bad.
It was just going to be bad. I think it started maybe as like a Factions 2 kind of thing, and then it evolved into something else that wasn't good. But
it should have never been a separate game. It
No,
should
I
have just
agree.
been a game mode in
I agree.
Last of Us 2. Maybe it would have gotten me to play The Last of Us 2 more.
Why?
To come back and play multiplayer stuff?
Oh, so just to play the multiplayer, not the actual single player.
No, not to play a single
Okay.
player. God, no. Why would I ever want to do that?
Because it's great. I think it's good. I think it's good that they're just going to focus. I mean, if we get like a whole new Naughty Dog single player game that's a different IP, which is what I think they said they're going to do, I would rather have that.
Yeah, I think they said that. And why aren't we focusing on that?
Yeah, I'm always down.
IP, Naughty Dog. That sounds awesome.
IP. Yeah. Because I don't really care about Last of Us anymore. So like, if you want to give me something new, I'm down.
Yeah, the first one was awesome, and the second one I just wasn't into.
No, I didn't like it at all.
Yeah,
Like, this is a whole conversation, but people have different opinions. I did not like the story, and even from a game standpoint, I thought the second Last of Us dragged on way too long.
it dragged on a little long.
I was ready to be done halfway through, and it kept going.
I've said this already, but I don't like the bait and switch. Like
Yeah, I didn't like.
I didn't like how they
the rug pull
got you to
subverting expectations.
Yeah, I don't like when games do that. I didn't like it when Kojima did that with Metal Gear 2.
I like when it's done in a way that makes sense. And
yes,
the explanation is explained, the characters' motivations, they stay true to their characters. A good example of this for me is like the bait and switch in Last Jedi and how they changed Luke Skywalker's character for shock value, but didn't actually explain anything, and you didn't see any of it. And it was all like, oh, in between the 3 movies you saw him in, and now he's different now.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot to say about that.
I know,
you should bring that up when Will's here. He loves talking about The Last Jedi.
I hate that.
But yeah, it's the same thing with me. I felt like there was a lot of like, yeah, Joel, since you saw him last, the only time you've ever seen him and got to know him as a person and a character, he's really changed since then.
I mean, I get that. It's just they make you hate a character, and then they're like, you're going to play another 10 hours of the game as this person.
I know, yeah. I get what they were going for.
Because you're going to learn their moral stance. And it's like, I don't need to.
I really appreciate what they were going for. It didn't work on me.
Yeah, I didn't.
It was lost on me.
I didn't like it. So anyway, what else did we have? You put on here something about
me?
Zelda?
I didn't do nothing.
Oh,
I've been busy.
We might have talked about this already anyway.
Zelda devs on why we likely won't get a Zelda Mario Maker game. I know nothing about that.
I feel like we talked about it already.
I just feel like that's already obvious.
Why is it obvious then?
Well, my guess is because I feel like we've talked about this before too, but
feel like we have.
with Mario, it's much more conducive to piece it out and part it out and to build your own level. But Zelda is very structured, tight dungeons is what makes it fun.
They did a really good I've said this before with other games. Like people want like a Sonic maker and like a Mega Man maker.
It would work better with Sonic.
I don't think it would work good with Sonic.
It would work better with Sonic than Zelda.
Well, yeah, because you got 2 dimensions.
Mega Man could also work.
Yeah.
Mega Man could work. It would be a little difficult. Mario, they did a really good job of making you work within the confines of Mario. Like you can still get crazy with it, but it is easy to make a good level in Mario Maker. With something like Sonic, the game is dependent on good level design. If you have bad level design, we get bad Sonic games, like what we've had. Mm-hmm. Even the people who make Sonic can't make good
They don't
Sonic
know what
games.
they're doing.
Zelda, the dungeons design is a huge part of it, and I don't know how you can make building blocks that are easy for people to recreate the good dungeons. Thanks for listening.
I am listening.
The article
I agree.
says,
I've already said this. You're reiterating it.
The articles says...
I saw
don't know who
something
this
on the
is.
doc just got added, and it confused me.
Aonuma said, when we're creating games like Tears of the Kingdom, I think it's important that we don't make creativity a requirement. Instead, we put things into the game that encourage people to be creative and give them the opportunity to be creative without forcing them to.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you can make a Zelda maker with just the original Zelda. It doesn't really make sense with the other game.
I know, but who's going to buy that?
100%. That's why
It's just so specific.
Yeah.
Mario worked so well because through all the different visual styles of Mario, the game remained the same. So they could do the switching between visual styles. Zelda is...
Wasn't there a dungeon
every one
maker
is
in
so
one of the,
unique.
In one of the handheld ones? And like,
Yeah, in Link's Awakening, I think there was a dungeon
Yes.
maker, but it was very limited. And
People
not
hated
very-
it. People
not
didn't
very
like
good, yeah. The reason why I looked at this and frowned is because I think at some point Hannah added clickbait controversy with a question mark. I'm only just now seeing that.
Me? Clickbait?
Is it for you? I assumed it was for me.
I also it is for you.
Okay.
I also got a text message that says, and I quote, "I'll say it. Joe Biden is too old." And then it's a
Who sent
link
you that?
to donate. It also says, "I'll say it, William." meaning it's not for me, it's for my dad.
Are you also on a cell plan with your parents?
Yes.
Yep. I get, hi, John. I'm like, what?
The official stance of the Nontendo podcast is that Joe Biden is
Pretty old.
He is pretty old,
Yeah,
actually.
pretty old.
Can we get some younger presidents?
Yeah, I want like a nice
40s?
hot young guy.
40s? 50s,
I want a
maybe?
zaddy for me.
I want a zaddy in the office.
70 and 80 is a bit old for me.
Yeah, it's too much.
You can say this now because you're a citizen, so it works out.
Yeah. You're allowed to
true.
criticize.
I'm allowed. I can vote
you
next
have a
time.
voice to-
Well, next time I'm voting for a zaddy.
No matter what.
Yeah,
his
no matter what,
politics
the
are.
hottest guy, my vote.
Yeah.
Bernie.
Actually, I go back on everything I said. I'd take Bernie. I love Bernie. Just because of that one meme of him sat there all rugged up like this. I don't know. Do you want to talk about the clickbait for
No,
me?
let's keep talking about politics. No, yeah, let's
Well, I mean, that also
whatever
works,
you want. It's your thing.
Yeah, we're
I mean,
basically done, so whatever.
Oh yeah, we're done. We're overtime, baby.
Oh, shoot.
Do you want to mention anything briefly? Do you want to talk about how we tweeted about how we deleted our Gerard takes?
We can say
You
something.
said it, so.
It's
I
funny.
feel like we should mention that quickly.
It's funny because leading up to the podcast for like the last week or so, we planned to say something at the start as our statement. But then...
I never planned on that.
Oh, well, we...
Not
okay.
at the start.
Let me... Well, I guess that's just in my head. We talked about saying something on the podcast. So in my head, I was going to make a statement at the start.
Okay.
But then throughout the week, or the coming weeks...
We've been very open about it on our own streams. I've talked about it on my other podcasts.
No,
as
I've been
well.
super open about it everywhere.
We're kind
other
of
than-
exhausted about talking about it.
I just didn't want to... Both of us didn't really want to bring it to Twitter because...
It's a cesspool.
It's a cesspool. Yeah. There was no good way. Like no matter what we said, there were people that were going to be upset. If we doubled down, people would be upset. If we completely backpedaled, which people love using that word, people would be upset. And if we rode the middle of the line, people would be upset. There was no winning. So in my mind, I was like, because we've both only said one thing on Twitter, and it was just a response tweet to him, and not even. Well, actually, you retweeted.
Well, I quote tweeted.
Tweeted. I just did a response tweet.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't think I have to say anything else on Twitter, and hopefully it can just live and die on Twitter because Twitter sucks anyway.
I felt like I should say something just because my opinion changed on it.
Yeah, I mean,
so like I have this tweet that's immortalized saying that I think Gerard doesn't deserve a lot of the backlash that he got, even though he did something wrong. Mm-hmm. And now I'm like, maybe he deserves a little bit of the backlash. It's been a long time. He needs to explain himself a little better.
We both were talking about that behind the scenes.
So
and
I
came to that conclusion.
I wanted to make an addendum, and I deleted the tweet, but took a screenshot and reposted it and said, "Hey, I'm deleting this tweet because my opinion has changed," and I explained why.
Yeah,
I mean that is by definition backpedaling. But what do you want from me?
I mean, the backpedaling thing is just because we've done what was expected of us now, but people still want to be mad at us. And the only way they can do that is to say that we're just backpedaling. That's the only thing they really have left is to say, oh, you've changed your opinion now, which, yes.
So I got
I
got a lot of shit on the first initial tweet, but I muted it so I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
And then you and some other people were talking about how they were getting YouTube comments, and I was like, oh, I haven't seen any YouTube because I just don't look at the YouTube comments. And then last night I looked at my YouTube comments from the previous week just because I wanted to see if anybody noticed that I added some film grain to the video. I wanted to see if anybody wanted to mention that. Maybe they noticed that there's some film grain. And thanks, dude. And then I looked at the comments and it was all, "You're a grifter, Gerard's piece of shit, fuck you." And then I was like, oh, I guess I am getting some comments.
Yeah, people seem to have this rhetoric online that our careers were done if we didn't say anything, which isn't true. I mean, so many comments came in on my statement saying, I guess views were down, but I hadn't even uploaded a video yet. So like, I didn't know if it was going to have any effect. I highly doubt it would have much of an effect beyond a bunch of people being upset. But when I tweeted, a lot of people also said, nobody even wanted you to say anything. But then most of the replies were, I'm so glad you said something. As a fan, I've been hoping you'd say something.
I mean, you can turn back the streams and our podcasts and stuff. People, even before we said anything on Twitter, even before we responded to Gerard's response, people were asking us to talk about it.
A lot of people acted like we've only changed our minds now, but almost immediately after that.
I mean, I definitely changed my mind.
Yeah, I know.
But it has little to do with, the backlash. Like I said, I knew people were going to have a problem with me saying that Gerard was getting too much hate.
Yeah.
I knew that was going to happen. He's getting a lot of hate. That hate's going to spread to anybody who's trying to defend him. But I was wrong, and he maybe deserved a little bit of the hate.
Yeah, I mean, as I was about to say, immediately after we made those tweets and then more videos came out that needed more answers, we started talking behind the scenes about and then on streams and stuff, we started, especially me, because I talked about it on stream already. I was like, hey, gotta correct this. It was just, I really didn't want to jump back into the Twitter drama of it all, and I was hoping it would just die out. But
it will die out as when we leave it alone. But we had to bring it back up, which sucks.
I didn't want to call attention to it because in my mind,
no, I agree.
I was like, I just responded to his. I didn't make a tweet. I responded to his tweet. But the more I looked at it, you know what actually really did it for me? Where I was like, I'm going to have to say something. We had someone, I'm not going to say who, reach out to us a few days ago for questionings. They wanted to know how we actually felt about the situation. And his question to me was, do you still feel like everything Muda and Carl talked about was fabricated? And I was like, I never said that.
Do you still feel like that? So they assumed you had already.
This was
felt
before
I made my tweet yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was like, I never said that. And then I went back and read my tweet and I was like, well, I said that.
I didn't put that together.
It kind of sounded.
It sounds like I was, and I said this in my apology too, but at the time where I made that tweet, Gerard had already admitted to doing things. So obviously it all wasn't fabricated. I just did this really lazy, rapid throwaway, drama of it all, because I'm so over drama on the internet and getting my own drama. I put too much of my own these scummy drama YouTubers into it and just threw it out there without actually thinking about the fact that they would read that and that they would be upset by it, because I'm just not used to being perceived on the internet. People don't really care about what I say or do normally, and this was really a wake-up call that you can't just say something like that, especially not in this situation.
Yeah,
it was a really
looking for every little bit of something to be mad about. So.
It was a really dumb thing for me to tweet. I worded it really badly, and I wish I had done something similar to what you had done and just been positive in support of Gerard, and then would just have to take that back rather than having to take back insulting people, which is not what I like to do online.
You mentioned that we were reached out to by somebody who was planning on making a video about the whole thing, and I responded originally to the person, and you said, "Why are you responding?" And I was like, "It's because this person reached out for comment. All these other people are just taking our tweets and posting it up there.
Journalism.
This guy's doing actual. He
that was
actually doing his due diligence.
That was
so I
appreciate
cool. I appreciated the opportunity to explain myself,
especially with me, because mine looked so bad. For him to actually be like, "Hey, what did you mean by that?" That's what got me thinking in the first place of I've worded this really badly.
I don't think having a conversation is bad. I appreciate the sort of dialogue around it.
I also appreciate Muda and Carl retweeting my tweet, and
where's my fucking retweet? Where's my defense, huh?
You were too nice.
I find it funny that they were literally like, "This is a good apology. He did a good thing," and yet so many of
you're still getting a lot of shit.
The followers, people were commenting on their tweets saying "No, it's not good enough," and Carl was responding to some of those people it's an apology to me. I say if it's good enough, but also he's apologizing for a bad tweet, not committing charity fraud.
That's the important thing here.
Can we keep it in line with expectations? And I also appreciated that he was doubling down on that.
Him and Muda, really, really came back in support.
I mean, it is what it is. It's a situation that sucks, obviously.
But, whatever. I mean, we learned a little bit from it. I mean, it's a shitty situation to be in because I saw somebody that I would consider. I mean, I only met him once, Gerard, but we were chill. So I felt really bad for him that he was getting a lot of shit that I thought was undeserved, and then we kept getting more information and more information, and I was like, all right, maybe.
I'll say this, I'm not going to take
wrong a little bit.
I consider and have considered him a great friend. I've always loved him because he comes across as such a lovable guy who seems like he would do anything for me and any of his friends and anybody ever. But I have only met him 3 times, I think, ever. And I don't do his taxes. So, like, all of this hit me out of nowhere, too, along with everybody else. Like, there's been plenty of people online that thought one way, now are thinking another way, or in the other direction even. Like, it's all different opinions of the whole thing. Yeah. And, you know,
I'm excited for him to make a response.
I hope he does.
But that's for the internet to judge. I'm not jumping back in. It's a little too late for me now.
It is interesting that it is for the internet to judge because, like, you know, I feel
there's
like
very little he could say that would make me want to say something online.
I feel like we have, you know, the prosecutors, like the prosecute lawyers in Carl and Muda, and then we have Gerard like defending himself.
Yeah, and then we got involved for some fucking stupid reason.
And then we got involved, and then we have the jury, which is the internet, and I'm not really sure.
They're not a good jury. They're a terrible jury.
They're not great. And I'm not sure where like the executioner comes in because I don't think it should be.
It's the jury.
In this case, it's the jury, which is
it's horrible.
That's a lot. That's not how it works.
That's why I felt like I needed to say something in the very beginning.
Yeah,
but it turns out we didn't have all the information.
It is why because you almost feel like you see the situation and you're like, man, this guy needs some defense lawyers. Yeah, but that's not our place.
Given the information that we had, I was like, this is too much for this person. But now we have more information, and I don't feel comfortable having that support that I had.
And we learned
originally.
Next time one of our friends goes down in flames, we bite our tongue.
That's the thing. That's the thing that's really upsetting about this is that I learned that if anything were to ever happen, even if it was wrong, no one would be around.
Yeah.
I would defend you.
You're just fucked.
I would, for you, I'd go through all over again.
It depends on what I did.
Well, you, I've spent every day with for a week. I've been to your house. I know you. I would be like...
It's totally different.
You don't know what I get up
to. It's totally different.
What you're talking about reminds me a lot of like with all the Etika stuff because like I got reached out by like BBC and all these crazy big news outlets and then like, yeah, he was on drugs when he did it, right? And I was like, whoa, like where are you getting this from? But like people failed to realize that I was literally in his house the night all of that happened, talking to the police and giving them his mom's phone number. So like context matters so much in all these things. And for you guys and everybody else to immediately get hate.
It's a story and everybody wants any little bit they can get. And you were the closest thing to it.
Yeah, 1,000%. And that was nuts. Cause then they're also blaming me for being like, well, you could have stopped him. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's insane.
He wasn't listening to anybody.
Dude, he was not on his meds and that was it.
No.
Like, I was there for
anybody that was trying to help him around that time, he was just blocking.
It was bad.
Yeah,
it was very
bad.
Rough. But it was totally like, clearly there was like something going on in his brain that wasn't working. And it's like, this is obviously different, but like, it's the similarity of like, people just want to know. Yeah. They don't care what they want to know. They just want to know.
They need to know something.
Even when
to latch
we
on to
put
something.
up the murals, they were like, yeah, but he was shitty. And it's like, but that's not the point, man. So, I don't know. It's a shitty situation.
Yeah, I just want to make videos about handhelds, man.
I just make Nintendo videos. That's it. Just little Switch videos.
Fun little titles and thumbnails.
I don't even raise money for charity anymore because the one time I did it, I was accused of charity fraud.
No more charities. Nobody gets anything anymore.
That's why
I don't even...
I've done like
touch it.
Zeldathon and all the bigger marathon ones because it's like, all right, this is the biggest one you could do. And now they know the money's immediately going there. Yeah. Because they've raised like millions of dollars for all different types of organizations. But they show the receipts too. Yeah. They show like the minute it goes out.
So did I.
I know you do, but
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because Photoshop exists.
I do little things and I don't advertise it because I don't want anybody to fucking scrutinize.
Well, I sent this morning to you a tweet that said, Hassan Piker has raised $2.8 million for charity since his career. And all the comments were negative. They're all like, why does it have to be charity or raised money? Why can't he just donate it from his own wealth? Which is insane.
I bet
because like
a lot of guy gets the same thing.
The bigger you get, the worse it is.
He's a political streamer. So a lot of people are going to be like, his charities are not as good as my charities.
No, I guess that's true. But I feel like I see that all the time with charity stuff.
We got to go.
Yeah.
Fucking pull the ripcord on this one.
It's your second to last one. I didn't want it to end.
Well, then you got the whole last one. That one you can hold me hostage. We got to do a bonus. We'll talk more about this dumb shit in the bonus.
The last thing I'll say is that we both stand by the tweets that we just made.
The new ones.
The new guys. The new guys.
Yeah.
Until more things happen, then we'll change our mind again.
No. I said this is the last tweet, and I am done.
I wish I had said that, but I'm also done tweeting about it.
So I really, could you bring up the fact that somebody said to your apology that my apology was better, even though mine wasn't an apology?
Somebody tweeted on my apology last night, Bob's was better, which is insane.
Someone said in the chat too. It's probably the same fucking person.
He said Bob's apology was better. I said that to you, and I'm like, you didn't even use the words apology or sorry.
Isn't that amazing how that works for me?
You know why? Because people like you.
Yeah,
I've said this so many times. I gave an actual apology, and yours is better because of perceived on the person.
Maybe I'll try stealing $600,000 from a charity and see if I can get away with it. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Also, my last video was not clickbait, by the way.
Which one? The Switch one?
The Switch 2 one, yeah. It had a question mark in it for starters.
Oh, so it's not clickbait anymore.
If you look at the thumbnail with your eyes that work, you can see what I'm going for. It's a it's an improved console that was inspired by the Switch. It's the Switch 2. If you thought the Switch was out and you were fooled by it, you're the dumb idiot.
I did learn from that there is a Chrome extension. I learned that there's a Chrome extension that gets rid of clickbait, and it changed your title to Lenovo Legion Go Review Sponsored.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Isn't that awesome? That's kind of awesome.
That is less clickbait.
That's awesome.
Don't tell people about that. My whole channel would be effed.
But I was like, shit, dude, that's cool.
I do a lot of clickbait.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
We'll see you later in the bonus.